Cancer, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading, a 9-card spread of past, present, future. I'm going to be drawing a regular, or first from the regular tarot deck, clarify it with a vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle draw, and then draw 3 yes or no cards for you. So let's get started. So while I'm drawing your cards for this reading, I'm going to add this little part again, as I don't do time frames for my readings. I don't put down dates saying, oh, it's going to happen this week or this month or this year, because only time will tell, and tarot has no time. If you ask, a tarot reader to say, oh, when will I meet the love of my life and stuff like that, time will tell. There's no answer to say, oh yeah, you're going to meet him in about 15 minutes. I mean, unless you're on one of those dating apps or whatever and stuff like that. But otherwise, I just wanted to add this a bit of information to my reading. But for the general card for today, you get the Sun. Okay. Is this a card? Is this a card? Okay. Well, let's get started with the first row. Okay, then the past. You started off with the King of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Swords. Okay, let's break this down for the past for you, Cancer. So what I see for you here is that, in the past, it was a bit of, some troubled waters for you. I don't know what happened, but it looks like some kind of financial problem and maybe a bit of a discord of some kind, or a bit of, conflict with other humans because somehow you lost something in the past. It could have been a divorce of some kind, because normally, and with the King of Pentacles reversed upright, this person has all its, financial, affairs in order and stuff like that. And interesting, I mean, you could even have, Earth somewhere in your star chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I just see that in the past you were not on top of your financial whole situation. Maybe, hopefully you didn't, just overspend something in the past. But yeah, you have the 3 of Pentacles. This could be from friendship, support from whoever it is, or you could still have a little bit of money left with those 3 of Pentacles. And yeah, you get the 5 of Swords reversed, meaning you were defeated. Upright, you've won something, but reversed, you were somehow defeated. And it sort of does look like some kind of divorce or some kind of financial problem, that just, kind of, it did a huge number on your wallet somehow. I don't know how or what or why, but that's just kind of what I see for you. It's usually some kind of like divorce or some kind of legal matter, though. I mean, you do get the justice later on, but we're going to talk about that later. So it kind of looks like a bit of a divorce conflict kind of situation, and you somehow lost in the past, man or woman. It doesn't matter in this situation, but hopefully not. But if that is the case, at least it was in the past, because what I see here is in current times. You were defeated somehow, and so you start off with the Queen of Cups reversed, Justice, and the Knight of Wands. I get it. It is some kind of loss of some kind, legal probably, because otherwise you wouldn't be getting the Justice card. But it looks like that in the past you were somehow defeated, and somehow your self-care, or your care towards yourself, or maybe in current times you're not really taking good care of yourself. Maybe you're not taking, showers or getting your hair styled properly every day, whatever it is. But somehow it just seems like that it can happen where you feel deflated and defeated in life, where you just think, why do I bother? Sometimes humans, and even, me for being asleep for 300 some years, I just think, why should I actually get out of bed? Why do I bother? I've lost whatever, was in that past, so why should I even, move on from, this huge loss of some kind? And it can happen. It's called depression. But, it's like, what I see here is kind of go through the motions, like with this Queen of Cups, it's water, like water is motion. But what I see is you have to kind of go through the motions of whatever happened in the past that made you feel this way, or is causing you to feel this way. Because, sometimes, loss can make one feel extremely exhausted, because, you do get justice, so maybe you got a bit of justice on your side, or maybe, you're good friends with a Libra, maybe your spouse, whoever it is a Libra of some kind, but yet somehow, and then you get the Nine of Wands. So what I see here is, it's like, whatever happened in the past is big loss of finances probably. This really made you feel so extremely exhausted, but yet, or maybe, you've actually won a legal case because that's why you get the Justice upright and you feel exhausted from this whole lawsuit or divorce or some kind of legal matter, and yet you do not want to give up. And that's kind of what I see here is, it's like fatigue, exhaustion can make one just think, I want to stay in bed for another hour. I don't want to get out of bed. And maybe there was some kind of pure luck of justice on your side by whatever means. Maybe the judge or whoever, the prosecutor, defense attorney, whoever, finally said, well, actually, you're right about it. It made you feel exhausted, but yet you did not, or you are not giving up somehow. And that's kind of what I see here is, it's like, maybe, you found a reason to finally get out of bed to say, okay, I want to get that cup of coffee. It's not going to come to me. So if I want to have that cup of coffee, I need to, get out into the cold room, But then in the future, you start off with the Two of Cups reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. And the Page of Swords reversed. Now, what I see here for you is that for some reason, your problems may not be entirely over with, but yet somehow you are healing and you feel like that there's not really an outlook out there because, sometimes when you feel defeated, you've lost everything, whatever it is, material-wise, possessions, money, whatever, and it just kind of makes you feel like there's no outlook because normally with the Page of Swords upright, this person is motivated to actually want to, go on this journey with his or her sword. It doesn't matter in this reading, but yet with the Ten of Swords reversed, you are healing from something. So, despite, maybe you're not getting enough support, but this is why, you're actually taking care of yourself, Cancer. And this is what I think is impressive. You may be a water sign and you may be, a little crab, man, woman, it doesn't mean anything, or maybe you're a big crab. But I just see that, despite not getting support from other people, I do see you actually doing self-care, even though it feels like that there's no outlook, but that's why, there's, I'm going to be doing more readings in the days to come, and I'm going to be clarifying this, and maybe this will not be resonating with you, but if it does, I just see that it's, despite being, the Cancer water sign sensitive, but still analytical, and you guys are still good with your minds in many ways, I just see that you are still not giving up on whatever happened in the past, and that's impressive. Okay, I'm going to be clarifying it with the Vampire deck. So, for the King of Pentacles reversed, and despite not being on top of your financial game, your mind was out of the clouds with Judgment. And normally with Judgment, you see, everybody standing out of their coffins, looking up at this angel who's tooting its, trumpet, saying, well, there's something to celebrate. So, it doesn't mean that you're celebrating this loss. It just means that, you're finally, you understood what happened here. And actually, knowing is already half the battle. And, that's why, you started off with Three of Pentacles in the past. Maybe and in the future, you get Two of Cups in the future. So maybe, you finally took somebody's advice to say, get your mind out of the clouds. And start, thinking a bit clearly, For the Three of Pentacles upright, you get the Eight of Swords, Eight of Knives. Okay. It could mean, that this person, maybe that you are divorcing from, will seem to be beautiful, to say, I believe in partnerships and supporting you, but yet somehow, you were restrained and confined somehow, Cancer. It can happen, where some people, use the bait and switch kind of tactic to say, I'll give you the world and I love you incredibly, I'll be there for you, but yet somehow they have negative ulterior motives for you. And that's why, it looks like a divorce or a breakup of some kind, or whatever it was, you were hoodwinked somehow, and actually believing and trusting this one person, whoever it was. It just looks like, this person really gave you a beautiful promise of, of these pamphlets of an amazing opportunity, but yet it made you feel stuck in the past. Because for the Five of Swords reversed, Oh, you get the Hierophant. It could be a Taurus, this is a card of Taurus. Or it could be, somebody, that you once look up to, who actually promised you something. Because I see you here more or less as, I can't really show this person, but I just see you on your knees pretty much just saying, help, and I need your support. And this person, just caused you to pretty much, or maybe this was a bad lawyer of some kind that you asked for representation. And it just, caused you to feel defeated in the past. Can happen, when some of these humans, they just don't defend you properly, and then you think, what happened? Goodness. For the Queen of Cups reverse, you get the Four of Knives, and exactly, you just feel exhausted, you just think, why do I bother? Why should I actually get out of bed? I'm tired, I need to sleep. Whatever happened in the past has really deflated me, it just really drained me of my resources. Hopefully not your blood. But what I see here is that I understand and completely agree that you just need to rest up. Because why, should you have to remain strong during some of these battles that you may or may not have won? It's important to really do some self-care, rejuvenating, have some spa times, and go into one of those steam rooms and just close yourself off from everybody and say, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Just for the Justice, you get Six of Grails. This is a nostalgia kind of card because with the Six of Cups, it's kind of, nostalgia going back to the past kind of card. Maybe, some air sign, Libra, because that's the card of Libra, is finally helping you through all of this jumbled kind of chaos right now, Cancer. And that's what I see here is maybe, this person is saying, hey, Cancer, remember me from high school, college, remember we used to have fun together and we'll tell jokes to each other. And that's what I see here is this person is kind of watching you and just probably thinking, how can I help Cancer through this depression, this, moment of defeated of some kind. I mean, goodness. Wow. This is a pretty heavy reading so far. But for the Knight of Wands, you're not giving up because you have confidence. Somehow, maybe this person, it doesn't have to be Libra, it could be somebody who really has a balanced mindset, but this person finally got you back on your feet and said, you need to get that cup of coffee if you want it. And that's what I see you just slowly doing is rebuilding your confidence again. With the Emperor, you could have Aries somewhere in your star chart. Or, it could be an Aries that's going to be helping you to say, don't give up on this, Cancer. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. It just looks like, sometimes you have to reach out to friends, family, colleagues, whoever it is, just to say, I'm stuck right now. How can I get out of this situation? And then, hopefully they can come through for you. So despite having the Two of Cups reversed, you get the Tower. Maybe, it's like, hopefully the past isn't going to be repeating itself or try to, to head, towards your future, Cancer. But what I see here is, it's like, whoever this person was in the past, it could be a water sign of some kind, or it could be, even you see this little line here, maybe it was a Leo of some kind. But whatever it was, hopefully, this Two of Cups person is not going to be causing any more trouble in your future because they probably see you still in a weakened state, still, in the moment of recovering because you are recovering also here. But hopefully this future Tower moment will not commence because with the Two of Cups in reverse, whoever this is going to try to, break you again somehow, and you must not let that happen. For the Ten of Swords, you get the Seven of Grails. Exactly. You get options. Maybe, there are other humans out there that are saying, or maybe, you're out there networking, going on those social media platforms. I mean, I should actually ask the human what's taking mine. But what I see here is that you're pretty much opening up opportunities again and just saying, okay, I want to recover. I want to, and maybe you're back on the dating site. I don't know. That's your choice, your reason, your reasons and stuff like that. But that's kind of what I see here is you are healing because you have options in the future if you want. For the Page of Swords, you feel like you've got no outlook in life. You get the Seven of Scepters. You get the Seven of Wands. And, it's like, and the Seven of Wands is about defending your reason. And that's what I see here is, you don't have to go through traditional ways of, if you're recovering from something, if you're overcoming something, for some reason you may not feel like that there's hope out in this world, though you are recovering with options and opportunities. And, and whatever, its tower situation is, it could even be a blessing in disguise kind of moment where, you're just kind of breaking down whatever the past was to be open to new beginnings. And that's kind of what I even see here. It doesn't even have to be the past person, that is going to try to come back, maybe. But it could also mean that you're kind of rebuilding yourself, because that's what the tower is, humans need to have this moment of being able to break something down to be able to, try again, go back to square one and stuff and try it again, and this time learn from your mistakes. And that's kind of what I see here, is that, despite, not feeling, like there's an outlook out there, you are still defending whatever it is with the Seven of Wands. And it's exhausting, of course, because you just think, why do I bother? Why? Why do I continue on? Because deep down, you know the reason why. You know the reason why to get out of bed for that cup of coffee. You know the reason why to get out and to get back on your feet. Do not let the past, whoever human out there, define who you are, because only you know who you are and what you actually want in this world. And do not allow other humans, past relationships, past divorces to actually define your future. Okay. I'm going to be pulling special vampire card. This one fell out. The High Priestess. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. The High Priestess is a very analytical card. It's a water sign. It could be one of your cards. And, and look what she has in both her hands. Options, she's holding fire and water. Man or woman, it doesn't mean anything. Brunette, blonde, redhead, whoever it is. But what I see here is that you are finally taking action, and you're using your noodle finally to actually say, I don't want to, have repeats anymore. And sometimes you have to have tower moments, to rebuild yourself again. And that's what I'm seeing here, is that you are recovering, rebuilding yourself with the Ten of Swords, with the High Priestess on your side. This is a very strong, beautiful card, because, normally with the High Priestess, the person, has, the book of knowledge and is all confident and stuff like that. And maybe you are finally learning from your past mistakes to be able to actually overcome for the future. And that's what I like to see. Beautiful. I'm going to be pulling a Vampire Oracle to see what the vampire has for additional information for you, Cancer. Rebellion, upstart, tumult, and revolution. You need to have a revolution with yourself. I mean, if you want to actually be rebellious, don't go through traditional ways of saying, okay, it's like, it's already been a week, you need to we'll be done with your grieving and stuff like that. No. We'll be rebellious against society and to say, okay, sometimes, you need to have a revolution moment in your life. And that's what I see. Man or woman, it doesn't matter in this situation. But that's what I see here, is you need to actually, start, going up against, the traditions of how other humans want you to be and stuff like that. But the only person you need to think about, Cancer, is you. Okay, I'm going to finish off with 3 yes or no answers. Please feel free to pause the video. Let's give these things a quick shuffle. Okay, this one popped out already. So for answer number 1, you get a no because you get the 3 of Wands reversed. Answer to question number 2 is a no because you get the Hermit reversed. Answer to question number 3 is a no because you get the Moon. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that for you, Cancer. If this reading resonated, please feel free to board my Train Toward the Future of Vampire Knowledge. Even if it didn't resonate, always check out, what I have to offer. Maybe, I can offer you anything, even from the past videos, because that's why I don't put dates down to say, oh yeah, between this and that date, it's going to happen. No. Maybe, there's a past video out there that could actually help and guide you. But anyway, you're more than welcome to join and subscribe if you feel like it. But I just want to thank you guys all so much out there for supporting me. I love you all so much. In a few days, I'm going to go back to love readings. I'm going to go back and forth between love and general readings. But I love you guys incredibly. Thank you so much.